Beasley. I am the founder of WriteForHollywood.com and the author of a new ebook series called The 7 Stages of Success. Welcome, and thank you for joining me on my first episode of Pitch Catch. Pitch Catch is just one of the exciting new developments happening here at Write for Hollywood. And I've been working hard at changing things and making them go in a new direction, which will hopefully help serve you better. One of the things you may have noticed is that we are now all over the internet on social networking sites: Twitter, Pinterest, Google+, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, and even Foursquare. So find us and follow us. Every site has something special happening on it, just like this. So let's get to your questions and your answers and your pitches. Script questions. All right, our first question comes from Connecticut, and she is starting out in the business and she wants to know how to narrow down her options before making the move to Hollywood in LA or New York. Volunteer, go volunteer on a student film, on an independent film, create your own projects, volunteer at a broadcaster or a local cable access station, go to a class, take a class in the subject you think you might be interested in and learn about it. Ask people if they know somebody who works in the industry you could talk to. Ask them what they like about their job, what they don't like about their job. Ask them why, but don't let their opinion of their own job slant your own. You make the decision based on fact of whether you would like that job or not, and go and try it out and see if you do like it. So question 2. We have another young writer from the United States asking if I know of any great books on television writing, because he wants to write a half-hour drama as opposed to a full-hour drama. In answer to your question, the greatest TV book I have read is Crafty TV Writing by Alex Epstein. After reading this book, I wrote 2 TV pilots, and I landed a literary agent, and I had a production company interested in both scripts, so I highly recommend it. Another couple of books that were recommended to me was Elephant Bucks. I haven't read it yet, but it was recommended to me by a TV writer, so it must be good. Another one that I picked up is called Successful Television Writing. I don't know how good it is because I haven't read it yet either. There are not a lot of books on TV writing, but I hope to change that. The issue of writing a half-hour drama, it's a bit of a sticky one, but what I would suggest to you is if you're going to write a show, write the format that suits the story. Pitches! Alright, first pitch, horror fan. Alright, a young writer contacted me, said he was looking to submit scripts to a specific director for specific actresses to star in. He didn't pitch me a script, but he told me he was working on several that were similar in style to the movies that this director had made. And what he wanted from me was to connect him with a literary agent and that could get these scripts into the hands of these particular people. So what's good about this pitch? Well, he knows exactly what he wants and he asked for it. He knows the genre, he's a big fan of horror and a big fan of this director, and his passion showed through in his writing. Some things he could have improved on: he wrote in all caps, and in caps on the internet is considered screaming, so I don't really know why he did that. Spelling was a bit of an issue. There were 2 periods in the whole email. Preparation, he was looking for a literary agent, and yet he mentioned that he was still working on these scripts. Don't contact an agent until your script is polished and ready to go. Pitch number 2, Souls in Heaven. A pitch, perhaps from Pakistan, judging from the name. He writes asking for my professional option on a concept of his. The concept, as I understand it, is about the afterlife and creation, and he asked me to contact him for the 2-page synopsis. So what's good about this? It's brief and to the point. He introduced himself, he asked for what he wants, and he asked me to contact him for more information. And his tone was very casual and friendly. Some improvements that he could have made. Well, English wasn't his first language. So there's a lot of spelling errors and grammatical mistakes. And I would also attribute his directness as a translation issue. So I wouldn't give producers an excuse to discard your email or not read your script. If English isn't your first language, learn English. Make sure you know it to the point where no one can tell that it's not your first language. Also, if you don't know English and you can't learn English for whatever reason, perhaps write the script in your native language and have somebody translate it, or have it produced in your own country first, then try to break into Hollywood. Title. Should have mentioned a title. There was no title on this project, and that would have better described his concept. And his concept as well, he listed several themes, but there was no story. Your pitch should be about the story. Pitch number 3, the 2-in-1 from China. Someone from China sent me an unsolicited 4-page outline for 2 different scripts, and that was it. The good thing was that he got to the point right away. Improvements. He could have made it more personal. He should have introduced himself, and I like to feel like there's a person on the other end of the email and that I am treated like a person as well. He also copied other people. I would not copy other people because then it makes it look like spam. Making the ask. He didn't tell me why he was contacting me and what he wanted from me. Always ask at the end of your pitch what you want them to do, what you want them to act on. How can I help you if you don't tell me what you want? The title, again, no title for both pitches. Make sure you have a title. English was, again, not his first language, so there's spelling errors and grammatical mistakes. And only pitch one project at a time. So make sure you send your questions and your pitches to me on YouTube. I will be reading the entire pitch next week to give you a better idea of what they were like, but I will not be mentioning any names unless you want me to. So that's all this week. I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you next week.